Hi, this is Gopinath. Today we are going to see projectile given angular motion. Let us consider the axis, the x-axis horizontal, y-axis vertical. Now it is an object is projected in an angular way. Say example, it makes an angle, the tangent of the velocity, that is the velocity is making an angle theta with horizontal. Let the initial velocity be u. So this can be resolved into two types. One is u cos theta, another one is u sin theta. So here the horizontal displacement u cos theta is responsible for the maximum range and u sin theta is responsible for the maximum height. So with this basic concept we are going to see the projectile given angular motion. That is, the angle is inclined theta with horizontal when the body is projected upward. So this is simply called as projectile motion. Now we are going to see the equation of the projectile in the form of what is the form of the equation when the body is projected in inclined fashion. So here generally we know that S is equal to ut plus half at square. This is general equation, and one more general equation is displacement is equal to velocity into time. So here for horizontal displacement x, u cos theta is the horizontal velocity and time is t. Therefore t is equal to x by u cos theta. I repeat once again, displacement is equal to velocity into time. X is the horizontal displacement and u cos theta is the horizontal velocity and t is the time taken. Therefore t is equal to x by u cos theta. Now we are going to see the vertical displacement. Here the time is meant for horizontal displacement. This is meant for horizontal displacement. Now we know that general equation S is equal to ut plus half at square. So here the horizontal vertical displacement is y, and you know that the u sin theta is responsible for vertical displacement, and time is t as it goes against the gravity. So we put minus half into a is replaced by g, which is acceleration due to gravity, and t square. I repeat once again, when we take the vertical displacement y, u sin theta is a vertical velocity and t is the time taken. Here the plus half is changed to minus half because the sign is changed due to the fact that the velocity goes against the gravity, acceleration due to gravity. Now we will replace the t factor here, time, u sin theta equal to into t into x into u cos theta minus half into g into x by u cos theta the whole square. So here u will get cancelled. Finally you will have x sin theta by cos theta minus half g into x square u square cos square theta. Now here the x term tan theta, because sin theta by cos theta equal tan theta, minus half into g into u square by cos square theta into x square. Now let us consider this bracket term as k, some constant, we call it as some value k. Assuming that the value is k, the y becomes y is equal to x tan theta minus k into x square. Here y is a quadratic function of x square, quadratic function of x. Y is a quadratic function of x, hence it's a parabolic function. Y, the displacement function, is a parabolic function. So this is what we want to know. This is the projectile motion, y equal to x tan theta minus kx square. Next we are going to see the time of flight. The time of flight be the maximum height, that is, time of flight is meant for maximum height, that is time of flight for maximum height, Tm. So here you know that for maximum height the velocity u sin theta is responsible. So we will take the general equation v is equal to u plus at, because it has got t as time as a factor, and also time. It has got another parameter called u, that is initial velocity. So for time of flight in vertical displacement, u sin theta is responsible, and the value minus g is responsible for A, and the time we make it as Tm. So if you take here the for when the body reaches the maximum height, the velocity v becomes 0. So therefore Tm is equal to u sin theta by g. This is the time of flight for maximum height. So I'm really sorry, because this is time of flight for maximum height. Next one is time of flight. So total time of flight, we simply call it as time of flight, that is we call it as Tf, that is for projection like this to reach the maximum term, this is Tm, this is Tf. Here Tf is equal to 2 times of Tm, hence the value comes to 2 into u sin theta by g. This is called a time of flight. Tf is equal to u sin theta by g. This is the time of flight. Now we are going to find out the maximum height of the projectile. Maximum height of projectile. Here when the body reaches the maximum height, this one, at that time the velocity becomes 0. So this is the maximum height. We will represent using this as h max or hm. So when this is the value, we know that general equation v square is equal to u square plus 2as. Here the final velocity becomes 0, and you know that u sin theta is responsible for maximum height, and since it goes against gravity, it becomes minus, and 2 into g into, and this becomes hm. From this you can find out hm is equal to u square sin square theta by 2g. This is the equation for maximum height. Next we are going to find out the range. The range is nothing but the maximum distance it covers. So when you take, this is the maximum point, so this is called as range R. Range is nothing but the maximum distance, horizontal distance it covers. So you know that distance is equal to velocity into time. For horizontal distance range, u cos theta is responsible, and the time is total time Tf. So it is u cos theta into 2u, that is r is equal to u cos theta in the time of flight, u cos theta, and we know that Tf is equal to 2u sin theta by g. So hence it becomes u square 2 sin theta cos theta is equal to sin 2 theta divided by g. This is the formula for range. Range equal to u square sin 2 theta by g. This is the formula for finding out the range. Right? I hope you understand the basic concept behind it. We will see some other concept how to solve the same concept, how to solve the projectile thing using the formula with problems.